Hey everybody, this is Brian here. Welcome to the live stream. This is November 29th, 2021. As you can see, this is a little bit different than what I normally put out on my YouTube channel, but if you have a Sophos firewall, some of the changes that's coming you might be affected by, and that's what this video is going to be about if you want to stick around and find out. Alright, let me share my screen. Alright, so we received this email today. If you quickly skim over this, it kind of sounds like your SSL VPN is gonna not work anymore. That's was what I initially thought, but I didn't read it thoroughly. So basically, what this is saying is that Sophos SSL VPN client that they currently have, the one that looks like a little traffic light. Actually, I can show you an example of that. If you come in here, it looks like a little traffic light right here, and you click connect. Most of us are used to it. This, if you have a SSL VPN. This is basically the SSL VPN client that they're talking about that's going to no longer be available. If you currently have it installed on your user's computers or your computer, it will continue to work. The only time, obviously, if you need to go re-download it after January 31st, then that's when you'll need to use Sophos Connect. And then they also mentioned their Zero Trust Network. So if you're doing any of that stuff, and that's pertaining to that. But what we're used to currently is going and downloading the Sophos SSL VPN. That's where you click right here on your operating, and then just next, obviously. And it's pretty user-friendly to set up. Typically, it doesn't require an admin unless it requires administrative permissions, depending on your current setup you have. But basically, they're switching over to Sophos Connect, which requires a little bit more changes, but not by much. And I'll go ahead and include this link in the show notes for you. So basically what you do is you still log into your user portal, and then you'll see where it says Sophos Connect, IPsec, and SSL VPN. So you can have multiple types of VPNs. You can have what is known as IPsec VPN or an SSL VPN. These are two different ways to do a VPN connection. This client supports both of them, is basically what this one is saying. So you go ahead and download that, and then you download the configuration file for whichever operating system you have. For example, this one's saying Windows, so obviously you'll click on this Windows link, and then it'll download both of those, and then you install the Sophos Connect client. When you open it up, it looks like this. And so under the connections, you'll see this little drop ellipsis, and click on import connections, and then you'll click on that file you downloaded, the one that was from up here, and then it will look like this. And this is where you'll put in your username and password as you normally do on the previous client, and that will be how you get on your VPN. The reason why you have to download this configuration file is basically it tells this client, I want to use an SSL VPN, and here's how to access my firewall. Because initially the client has no clue which firewall you're trying to access. Like I said, it kind of can be a little bit more than what we're currently used to, but it's not too bad. Like I said, you just come through here and a few extra clicks, which isn't terrible. If you are in more of an advanced deployment, they do have that down here for bulk deployment instructions in the email that you guys received earlier today if you're a SSL VPN user or have a Sophos firewall if you're part of the management of that. Like I said, it's not too many changes. It's something different. I think it will be beneficial in the long run because you have one client. So if you do decide to switch over to an IPsec or you have IPsec VPNs as well, it's one spot instead of having to have multiple things installed. All right. Well, I hope this has been informative for you guys. And if you wouldn't mind, click a like. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Or if you have any comments, concerns, please feel free to drop them in, and I'll be happy to reply as soon as I can. Thank you.